We are getting in some more breaking inputs on the Goa nightclub fire incident. What we are being told is that the Luthra brothers, remember, who fled to Phuket, have now been seeking an anticipatory bail. The Luthra brothers have in fact sought this anticipatory bail before the Rohini court, where it has been filed for, is what we are being told. The absconders in Phuket now seeking that anticipatory bail. You remember just yesterday, one of the brothers was spotted, that picture being accessed from the airport there in Phuket. Let's quickly, in fact, bring in Yesha Kotak, who's joining us live on the broadcast with more details. So, Yesha, on what grounds are they, first of all, seeking this anticipatory bail, and what are the expectations? Or are they even, is there any hope for them to be getting this anticipatory bail?
So, this comes in on unexpected lines. Clearly, when a blue collar notice was issued against the Luthra brothers, it was made quite evident that they'd be moving anticipatory bail after having fled the country, so that on these grounds they could eventually come and say that they've cooperated with the investigation, but not have the chances of being arrested. Clearly with the kind of information that has come out in open, one really cannot comment on what will be the order that will be passed by the judge there. But with this whole information, the whole story coming to limelight so often, what's important to note is that, of course, the Luthra brothers would be questioned, for their role in ensuring that the tourists who are coming into their club are in fact protected. So what's important at this point, if we try and understand, is that Luthra brothers, being the owners of Birch by Romeo Lane, it was their responsibility to ensure that all the rules are followed, and those who are coming into the restaurant, or for that matter, who are working with them, are kept safe. So these are important aspects if we speak of, for that matter. Now, particularly with 25 lives being lost, if you compare it, the fire that took place in at Delhi a couple of decades back in all the theatres, clearly there were questions raised at that point as well about the safety. Here that we speak of, at the fire at Birch by Romeo Lane, in the police investigation, there have been several important points that have come to light. One, the fact that when it comes to emergency exit or any kind of a fire safety protocol, that was not followed. So in this instance, it was the responsibility of the Luthra brothers to have ensured that all these safety norms are in place with the kind of footfall that takes place at that very club. Yes.
Absolutely. Now, as far as the Interpol blue collar notice is concerned, that was issued on Tuesday. The Goa police have made it amply clear that they are also in close coordination with the CBI. What can you tell us about the status of this blue collar notice? Remember, India and Thailand signed an extradition treaty back in 2013. Is there any forward movement on that front, Yesha?
Yes, when we speak of the blue collar notice, now this is, of course, despite the fact that India has a treaty with Thailand, what's important to note is that this is, of course, a long procedure. When we spoke to our sources in Goa police yesterday, they went ahead to confirm that they'd be getting the Luthra brothers back very soon. But, this, of course, is an international affair, and which is where, even for a blue collar notice that has been issued in a short span of time, Goa police said that it was an achievement for them in itself. But what's important at this point is that it will be the heads at both the levels of the countries who will have to coordinate, who will have to negotiate, various agencies which will be involved here, and the whole process of getting someone back despite having a blue collar notice is not that simple. So here that we speak of, the process is on, by the central agencies, by the Goa police. But, amidst the blue collar notice, the fact that Luthra brothers have moved an anticipatory bail in Delhi is something that seems to be a well thought of move.
Absolutely, yes. It does. Stay with me, Yesha, because, developments have been happening on this entire front.